Thank you, dear friends. I am Tutor Cletus Okoli. In today's class, we want to solve the question we have on the board, Olympiad maths question. And here we are given if x raised to the power 4x is equal to bracket open 1 over square root of 2 bracket close all raised to the power 1 all over x, then that we should find what is the value of x. Let us begin. From solution, we are given x raised to the power 4x equal to 1 all over square root of 2, everything raised to the power 1 over x. We begin. First and foremost, I want us to remove this 4, and to remove that 4, we divide both sides by 4, and that is going to give me x raised to the power 4x over 4 equal to 1 all over square root of 2 all raised to the power 1 over x divided by 4. When that happens, I will have x raised to the power x equal to 1 all over square root of 2 all raised to the power, of course, 1 over x divided by x is just like multiplying by 1 over 4. So it will now give us raised to the power 4x. Beautiful. So this is where we are now. The next that we can do here is I want to remove this square root inside the bracket. I want to remove it. And you know with me that 1 all over root 2 is the same thing as 1 all over 2 all raised to the power 1 over 2. Beautiful. Alright. Because if I want to express 1 all over 2 raised to the power half, it is just like 1 raised to the power half all over 2 raised to the power half, which will give me 1 all over root 2. So permit me now to write x raised to the power x equal to 1 all over 2, everything raised to the power 1 over 2, then multiply by 1 over 4x. That is what we have now. Alright? Beautiful. We continue. We can now express it to have it x raised to the power x equal to 1 all over 2 all raised to the power 1 all over 8x. Alright. At this stage, I want the x to be one side, just by the left hand side. So I want to remove this x. I want to remove this x so that I will not have x only on one side. I can now begin to work on the right hand side to get the exact value of x, because I'm interested in getting x. And I cannot get x when I have x by the left and also have x by the right. And to do that, I will multiply both sides by x. Alright, when I multiply this side by x, I will now get rid of this x at the denominator. Alright, that is now going to be, for me, it will now be x raised to the power x multiplied by x equal to 1 all over 2 all raised to the power 1 over 8x multiplied by x over 1. Doing that, I will have here x raised to the power x squared. Beautiful, because x times x is equal to x squared. Okay? Now, to the right hand side, I will have 1 all over 2 into 1 over 8, because x will cancel x. This is where we are now. We continue. Now, looking at the question, you see, I want to work such that I can get a power of this 1 over 8 to become 2. Alright? Remember the law of indices. If x raised to the power 2 is equal to y raised to the power 2, then x is equal to y. So going by that knowledge of law of indices, I will try to get this 2 here as well by the right hand side. But also, since I have x raised to the power x, I also need to get the value in this bracket to be equal to the power. Since I have x raised to the power x raised to the power 2. So, to do that, let's see how we can work on it. We can also remember in sorts. If we want to do sort rationalization, maybe I have 2 all over root 3. I want to rationalize this sort. I will simply multiply root 3 over root 3. What is the target? To get rid of the square root at the denominator. But then, what actually is happening there is that I am multiplying 2 over root 3 by 1. Because root 3 over root 3 is equal to 1. So, I can now apply that logic to this place by doing x raised to the power x squared equal to 1 all over 2, then raised to the power 1 over 8, multiply by 2 over 2. Since 2 over 2 is equal to 1, in other words, I am using 1 to multiply 1 over 8, power 1 over 8, which is still supposed to be 1 over 8, but then I want to achieve something. Therefore, it will result to x raised to the power x squared equal to 1 all over 2, everything raised to power 2 all over 16. That is 2 times 1, 8 times 2. I can now write it as x raised to the power x squared equal to 1 all over 2 squared, then multiply by 1 over 16. Since it is the same, that is just pushing these 2 out, and then I'll have 1 over 16, and when I multiply it, I still get back 2 over 16. Beautiful. So by this, if you don't mind, I'll open this bracket. That means applying the product law of indices. So it is now 1 over 2 raised to the power 2 can be written as x raised to the power x squared equal to, now 1 over 2 raised to the power 2 will give me 1 over 4, then everything raised to the power 1 over 16. But beautiful, I think we are there at the answer, because 1 over 16 is the same thing as 1 over 4 squared. Alright, good. Yeah, we are there, because 1 squared is 1 and the 4 squared is 16. So I can now write it as x raised to the power x squared is equal to 1 over 4 or raised to the power 1 over 4 squared. Now, we are there. Therefore, 2 is equal to 2 according to the law of indices, x squared equal to y squared. Therefore, x is equal to y. Alright, so since the powers now, the power of the powers are equal, I can now say this power x is equal to 1 over 4, this power x is equal to 1 over 4. We can now conclude that the value of x is equal to 1 over 4. Final answer. We want to ensure that this answer is correct. Let us check our answer. How do we do that? Anywhere we see x in this question, we are done with the question we are solving. We are given to solve because we are at the value of x. That value of x is actually 1 over 4. But we want to ensure that is testing our result, to ensure that our answer is very correct. So to do that, I will substitute the value of x into the equation that I am given. Testing my result, test result. I have the question given to me as x raised to the power 4, then multiplied by value of x here is now 1 over 4 equal to 1 all over root 2, everything raised to the power 1 divided by 1 over 4. That is 1 over x is the same thing as 1 divided by x, and my x9 is 1 over 4. Alright? We want to ensure that the value we will get by the left hand side should be equal to the value we will get by the right hand side. And when it is like that, then there is equality. It implies that we are very correct. Alright, move on. If we work on this, we get x raised to the power 1 because 4 times 1 over 4 is equal to 1. So we cannot write x raised to the power 1. Alright? Okay? That is 4 raised to the power 1 over 4. Beautiful. Then, this side, I am going, let me also replace the value of x here. I will replace the value of x here with 1 over 4. Alright? Doing that, but let me work this. I will get 1 all over root 2. Everything raised to power 1 times 4. So raised to power 4. Now remember x is replaced with 1 all over 4. That is this one. Because that is our value of x. I first and foremost replaced, that is substituted in the power. Then secondly, x is still 1 over 4. I'm now substituting the 1 over 4 for the value of x. Here now I will have 1 raised to the power 4 all over 2 raised to the power half multiplied by 4. So 1 over 4 is equal to 1 raised to the power 4 is 1. Then here, 2 raised to the power half multiplied by 4 is the same thing as 2. That is, this will cancel this to give me 2 raised to the power 2, which is now equal to 4. Beautiful. We can now say 4 is 1/4 is equal to 1/4, 1 over 4. In that case, it will authenticate our answer, proving that our answer is very correct, that the value of x is equal to 1 over 4. Thank you. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do well to subscribe as a way of supporting me. I remain Tutor Cletus Okoli. God bless you.
Na mbụ agwara m mmadụ sị